Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Cena. I'm here with
Q.
And on Skype.
Bloodaxe.
All right. Let's get started. We're going to jump right in with Borderlands, the movie. With this, we have a new shot of the full cast. Are there sort of the shadows of the full cast? They
can you find Kevin Hart?
yeah.
He's the shortest one that's not a robot or has bunny ears. I immediately said that's Kevin. That's Kevin right there.
I mean, it's hard to miss.
Most of the characters he's standing next to are women.
I honestly thought Tiny Tina would be smaller.
No, they're doing teen. Like, they're not following any part of the movie.
Well, I mean, even
this is not the Vault Hunter team.
The description says a preteen demolitionist.
Originally, she was 12.
She's really tall for a 12-year-old, or Kevin Hart and the other female cast are very short.
I know, she's almost as tall as Kevin Hart.
Well, actually, given Claptrap size, and Claptrap's really short, it may just be because maybe Krieg isn't even that tall, because he's only a head taller than Kevin. And, The Rock's like Kevin's looking at his belly button almost, so maybe they're just all short.
Oh, but
I thought Krieg was tall, but now I'm thinking maybe not.
But yeah, we've been seeing like solo pictures, I know, popping up all week of the different characters, their silhouettes, and now they have a full cast photo with a new description for the movie that was sent over to Game Informer, apparently a new synopsis.
They already failed the first test. The first Vault Hunter team was Lilith, Roland, Brick, and Mordecai. They couldn't even get past the first check. This is like a Ninja Turtles movie that has Raphael, Donatello, Slash, and Bebop. Just like, you're like, wait a minute, where's the rest of the Turtles?
Tiny Tina, didn't she not show up until the second one?
Yeah, I just said that. No, that's what I said. It's Brick, Mordecai, Lilith, and Roland. And Tannis was in the first one. Here, they made Tannis a member of the core team. Well, I'm going to say what you said because I'm not getting in trouble with this. You claim they did it because they couldn't have a mostly male cast, so they literally had to switch the gender ratio. So they had to have 3 female characters and 2 male characters and a robot. Honestly, I can't say you're wrong because Brick and Mordecai are popular characters. I don't know why you wouldn't do the original Vault Hunter team, because now you can't do the second movie properly because you got like one of the characters that's not supposed to be on that team is already over here, and they could have they could have got 3 movies by going through the 3 Vault Hunter teams. Guaranteed trilogy. First 4, second 4, third 4. Boom. Now they've already screwed it up.
Well, I mean, it seems to be it's a thing to have. You have to have a young child in the cast now. For some reason, like that seems to be an ongoing trend with a lot of these movies now. Is to throw a child in the mix.
So who got race changed? Roland was always black. I wonder who else. We only have a silhouette, and I don't know these actors. I know Jack Black, but I don't know the others. I wonder.
Well, I mean.
No, Tannis is Jamie Lee Curtis, so they didn't do it there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got race changed.
Really? We'll see. We'll see when we see Krieg.
Let's see. Florin. Let's search for this dude.
Nope, that's German-Romanian. Okay. All right, that looks like a good guy to play Krieg. All right, not bad. Actually, he has the figure, and Krieg's, like, notorious for his, like, incredible abs. And since he literally does psycho speak, you can't suck at acting out Krieg because he says nonsense 9 times out of 10.
Built.
They could even have someone else voice over the inner monologue. They could have a better actor.
Yeah, that does work with Borderlands. So,
I know he's got the physique.
Yeah,
he also would have made a good Brick. You could have just used the original character. Now you can't follow any of the stories because Brick and Mordecai is missing from the team.
I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay with going a different route on the story. I mean, I've played all 3 of the games, so if you just give me the story from the game, something I already know. I mean, it's sort of like, the Marvel Avengers and stuff. If they would have just went with the comics, it would have been a story I already knew.
You wish they went with the original Infinity Gauntlet. Shayla's story. That'd have been freaking amazing. Like I'm getting wet just thinking about it. Like, oh my god.
All right.
The original real Infinity Gauntlet. Oh.
I mean, it's a video game movie. I don't have high hopes for video game movies in general. So.
Oh wait, Blood Axe. You know what? I apologize to you. No, I'm so sorry. You're 100% right, and I now realize why you said that. Because if they're doing this, maybe they won't do the Borderlands 3 story.
Yeah,
eventually.
maybe we'll never get Eva.
Oh, God.
Ava.
And the twins. Oh, God, yeah. No, I take it back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gearbox. Please continue with your original storyline.
I will say, out of the characters, like throwing Tiny Tina in there, Tiny Tina was a fun character. I will say she was a fun character. Yeah, but they already got
Claptrap. They didn't need both for comedic relief.
She wasn't as fun in the third.
They didn't use her that much.
But yeah.
Because that would have took away from Ava.
Because, well, she wasn't as quirky, and that was the whole fun part with her, was her quirkiness.
It was interesting, but you're right. But I don't think they needed both. I think they should have saved Tiny Tina for a fresh or new comedy after the first movie, Claptrap.
True.
Claptrap should come comic relief. Then the second movie, you've got Tiny Tina.
Because the first game relied a lot on Claptrap for the humor, and then the other ones didn't rely on him as much.
Then the introduction of an actual Psycho as a team member was a very unique thing. They kind of popped their wad early. They don't have anything to give you in the second movie except the other Vault Hunters, but honestly, I prefer the first team. Other than Maya, who I really liked, Zero and all them were okay, but I'm not really going to miss them. Now, the third team, I love the team. Not a big fan of the story, but I love, you know me, man, I'm a big Flat guy, but I also love Mose and Zane and Amara.
I also say this is a full cast. This is obviously not a full cast.
I mean, there's got to be other characters in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Moxie's in there somewhere.
Are they gonna have Handsome Jack on this too? Just pop their wad early on everything. Just throw everything they got up front. Like we're throwing in Handsome Jack.
I don't know. I mean, is the movie on IMDb? Which I know IMDb can be wrong. We've run across that quite often.
Well, you're doing that. So, Blood Axe, you didn't get to hear your opinion. What do you think of the movie so far? I'm sorry.
Well, I think that the thing about the first Borderlands game is you were basically trained to shoot every single psycho that you saw. So incorporating Krieg in the first movie kind of already put you in a situation where, some psychos are okay. So I don't really care for that mentality, because bringing in a psycho in the second game as a DLC character really was like, okay, this is really unexpected. So the fact that we got Krieg then, I thought had more weight to it than starting off in the first film with Krieg. Unless they want Krieg to be a villain and then turn to a hero later on, that's always a possibility as well. I think that if including Tiny Tina now is okay, and if you really want to go with the younger character, you could go with the young teenage Gage in the second film, which would coincide with the actual Vault Hunter group. Yeah, but I agree. You're already breaking canon by bringing Tiny Tina in now, because she was 12 in the second game. So if she's preteen now, she can't go much further than 12 before she becomes a teenager. So from a lore perspective, nah. But I agree with Zeno. It is a video game made film, and I've only found one video game made film that's actually watchable, Mortal Kombat. The other ones were kind of meh. So I don't have high expectations.
There it is. Race swap. I found it.
Watch it.
They race swapped Hammerlock. I called it. Boom. Give it up. Give it up. Did I not? I said it. They made it Hammerlock a black guy. Boom. Race swap. I knew it. I called it.
So they made Hammerlock a gay black guy?
I mean, I hope they didn't make him straight. I mean, I actually like this story. It would be a shame if they race strapped him and then actually I hope they didn't replace the gay character with the black character. You know, that would be a weird opportunity. You'd be missing check boxes. That would be off. But no, also I'm thrown off that they have a character that's playing Atlas and Jacobs, which are, while there are presidents of the company, they have that listed like instead of being companies, they're just people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the description
Atlas's
here,
daughter.
it's the daughter of Atlas. Okay, the daughter of Atlas. So they have Atlas.
And Atlas is the universe's most powerful SOB. Okay, so Atlas. But Atlas and Jacobs are brands and corporations as well. And since they didn't use a first name, it's almost like they turned the corporations into characters. Oh Lord, they
Either
let
that
some.
or IMDb
Well, I
doesn't
mean-
know their first names.
Oh.
Well, I mean, they even say the daughter of Atlas,
Atlas.
so that's a person.
Oh, they let some idiot. Who's Eli Roth anyway? Does he not know what the hell he's doing?
I don't remember all the characters from the early games, so I'm not sure.
They did not have a character for Atlas and
Okay.
Jacobs. You literally don't meet them until either some of the side games or the third game.
Yeah, you meet the head of Atlas in the Tales of the Borderlands, and you meet Jacobs in the third game.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's Jacobs.
Oh, my head hurts now.
Right
They don't
there.
know what the this goddamn. It's become some U-Bowl nonsense ass shit. Oh man.
Yeah, Marcus and Chrome. It'll be interesting to see.
I mean, you know, Promethean orbs, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't the first time. We'll watch it and we'll drink. We'll don't you say we have a theater that serves alcohol?
They have Ellie. Yeah, we have a
The
theater
weird part to me is that they didn't she doesn't look big enough to play Ellie. Man, I love Ellie. Ellie, a big bodacious woman. They should have got him a big one. I mean, I like Ellie. Ellie's one of my favorite characters, and while she's big, I know it's weird to actually say that, but I don't think she's big enough.
No.
She's got some sizable.
Yeah, she's not Ellie big though.
No, she ain't Ellie big. This is a chance for them to go full on with it, go go and do it, man. That's the first time you'd actually see somebody get a role that size and to be awesome. Because I love Ellie's southern charm.
Maybe this is the first time they'll actually have an actress pack on weight for a role.
But I can't believe you didn't believe me. Hammerlock, bam! I'm just cheesing what I said.
That's
I know
just a
they
weird
got
one.
somebody.
That's a weird one to use for the race swap on. I wouldn't expect that.
It's an odd choice, but I mean, I guess they decided they can check more boxes by making him a black gay character, And I'm like, all right, he better be gay, because I actually love Guns and Tentacles content. This is the actual time you're gonna hear me say, I'll be pissed, because it's a big part. It's one of my favorite side stories, because it was pretty cool. You haven't played the DLC yet, but me and Blood Axe loved it.
Don't spoil the ending for him, because the ending is actually really cool.
I know it's a good. That is still my favorite DLC.
Well,
And I would hate
Hammerlock is black.
Is he?
No,
Really?
he's
No, because his sister's white as hell, and you
But-
played the game. That's his blood
that's
sister.
Jacobs. Jacobs.
That's
sister.
Jacobs. Yeah.
No,
Hammerlock.
Aurelia is Hammerlock's sister.
But I mean, dude, he's obviously. I mean, does that not?
No, there's the
I thought he was black this whole time.
No, he's just tan.
No.
Pull up Aurelia. Aurelia is his sister, and Aurelia is there. She is right there, and
Where?
there she is, black right there. You fought Aurelia.
I-
Is Aurelia supposed to be black? She is kind of dark skinned.
Yeah,
I
man. I
never
thought
perceived
he was
her as
black
black.
the whole time. So
Okay, I could be wrong.
I
I
just
could
got the
be.
two mixed up. I thought you were talking about the other one that was
I
Hammerlock.
just thought he was really
Oh.
tan.
But yeah.
From
I always
all
thought
the
he was
big game
tan.
hunts.
Okay, I might be wrong, but even Aurelia didn't look really black to me. But now that I'm looking at this picture,
Yeah,
she is
I mean,
darker
that's-
tone than I expected.
That's how they looked on my Xbox. Your Xbox might.
But see, look at the actual screen. Go down there, over, right there. Look, slide down.
I mean, some of the lighting.
Yeah,
lights are
some of the
upside.
lighting makes her look lighter and darker. I always thought but no, I mean, she might be. They might actually be black. Okay, I'll take it back then. They did not race swap anybody
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, it could be, like I said, man. Did you put in your race on your Xbox and they maybe
They brown.
I mean, you do get different news than I do.
Yeah, we've proven that. I go to Google and I don't get the same thing from a search you do.
Oh.
And that makes them a mixed race couple. That's cute. All right, there you go. Look at that. Now, that's
All right.
actually that's not badly done.
So yeah, no. So nobody has been has been washed, race champ swapped. At least they're keeping mostly to the story on that. They just left out some of the characters.
Like the actual original Vault Hunter team.
Yeah.
Half of them. But yeah, well, I mean, it was a great idea to leave Johnny Cage out of Mortal Kombat movie. That didn't blow up in there. Oh yeah, wait. Turns out taking out a very popular character because he's a white male may not be a good idea.
All right. On a lighter note, well, depends on how you look at it. Amazon Prime Day starts June 21st, and you are to expect big discounts on board games and tabletop RPGs. I may be looking to see if some books I don't have maybe on sale.
Yeah, what the fuck? You got every book you want.
I could always use more books, man. I mean, we can throw some more systems on the shelf in hopes that someday we'll have people who want to play them.
Well, I know I ain't buying any more 5e because I already got the best 5e book coming.
I'm done
Anime
with 5e.
5e.
I'm not picking up any more 5e.
And PF2 is gonna have to polish up the magic system. I like Pathfinder 2nd Edition, but that magic system's gotta be. They effed up this magic system.
Yeah,
They
are doing an interesting thing that's sort of weird, and that's they apparently have some kind of small business promotion also going on with Prime Day, where they're going to allow people to shop across Black-owned, women-owned, and military-owned. Like, there's just some weird categories to use for shopping. Like, I never really. I mean, we frequent some Black-owned and military-owned and female-owned shops, but we never thought of them as Black-owned, female-owned, or military-owned. We just thought of them as local shops that sell stuff, and we like them. You know, when you start putting things in these boxes, it's always weird. You know, it's one of those things that sort of irks me.
Like, I hate the idea that if I was running a business, it'd be like, oh, we need to go here because it's Black-owned. What about my product, or that I'm actually doing a good job? No, it's just I got the winning skin color at the moment. Because I also know this is just a trend, and thus I'm like...
Which even cheapens it more, you know, which is sort of the sad part of it is it is people jumping on a trend. It's not really
insulting
caring.
To be denigrated to just your race, man. Jeez, don't they understand? Some of us don't want to be just dedicated to our race that goes, give me a job just because I'm black. Buy my stuff just because I'm black. The only time I'm okay with that is that sometimes black people sell to black people. We have a product that we know probably isn't going to appeal. Like one of the shops I go to, it's a very black business. It's not going to probably really appeal. There are some white people that enjoy it. I've even brought Zeno there, you know what I'm saying, and we hung out. But, I mean, they very much have a clientele they're aiming at. But, I mean, I still wouldn't run around and just go, hey, man, go this place just because of black
I tend to go there more for their social events than I do
the products,
else,
you know, because they're fun, because we know how to party. But but still, it's like just a list. I mean, they basically are going to have a list based purely on gender and race.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
those always turn out well.
That feels racist. Also, you're making it really easy for people to avoid it. That are racist. Like, oh, good, I don't want anybody off of this list. I wonder how many people are gonna go in and go exclude black-owned and women-owned businesses. Like you're basically practicing separation. The biggest false failing of equality is when you separate people. When you get a list of businesses and go, we're gonna put all the black ones over there, and all the non-black ones over here, and this is inclusive and not racist, and it's like, I think you crossed your wires there. Why don't you sprinkle my business in with everyone else? Oh. Plus, doesn't it make it sound like those businesses are inferior and that's why they're doing it? No, they done it. It doesn't feel like, hey, guys, go help them out over here. We're going to put a little section so you can go help the little poor black people and women with their little store. Now, here's a real place over here. They don't need help. These guys are successful. They're white and men. They're doing fine. They don't need help.
We're rich, bitch.
But go help them. Look, he's got T-shirts. Isn't that cute? It feels fucking insulting, man. Like, go help him over there.
You know, I didn't think of it as being as insulting as now you have made it out to be.
That's because you're not black. It's not insulting you.
I thought it was bad at first.
How did you when you saw that?
You made it worse.
Then no point when you saw that you think, oh no, those poor other businesses. No, you're like, well, obviously the other businesses are doing so well they don't need the help. But apparently black-owned businesses are failing on Amazon. So. God dang it. It's a thing. Why is it always a thing?
Speaking of things, that wasn't supposed to be really a long topic there.
It's embarrassing being black these days. Y'all are embarrassing us. Stop treating us like this, man.
Yeah, talk about embarrassing.
Did you notice that his mouth looks a little sore and
It
red?
does. It's like some red,
Like he's
little
been
red around there,
a little
man.
red. It's a little irritated. Like he's been working something real hard. A maybe knob-shaped device of a particular.
So this is a little old news here, but this is coming off the back of actually the
Of
China
Cruella.
box
No, I'm kidding.
office.
Please pause that. Please
Yeah.
pause that. That's Disney.
Oh,
We know how bad Nintendo is. We're gonna get on that, dude. Disney. And you know about China and don't do no bad thing about China with Disney on there.
So China box office for Fast and the Furious 9 falls 85% of me weak reviews and John Cena controversy. Now this controversy is the one from the previous week where John Cena had to went and apologized to China for calling Taiwan a country.
Go ahead. I'm going to wiki Taiwan. I want to see if Taiwan's a country, apparently, because apparently to John Cena, it isn't.
Well, I mean, I
according to Wikipedia, it's a country.
Yeah. I mean, last time I see things made in Taiwan all the time. So,
but China would tell you that Wikipedia could be wrong as well.
So yeah, here. See now Google says it's officially the Republic of China. So Google doesn't think it's a country.
Is a country. No, the next sentence is a country east of Asia.
I know. So yeah. Who knows? I mean,
flag, map, capital, and of course
facts and shit. You know.
You know what's funny, guys, is I didn't even know there was a Fast Furious 9, much less it was even out. So this is actually kind of hilarious to me because I didn't even know they were making a 9th one.
Well, I don't think it's out here yet.
No, screw us. They went for China first, man. I think they went straight for China.
Well, the thing is so all this started because Cena made the Taiwan comment in an interview with a Taiwanese broadcaster, TVBS, where he reportedly said Taiwan is the first country that can watch F9. But apparently China's the first country. Taiwan's just a republic.
Note that wasn't even an aggressive statement. He was in Taiwan. It's not like he's going to sit in Taiwan and go, well, y'all are China, but you can watch our movie. But y'all aren't a country. No, I mean, he's talking to a Taiwanese person. He's going to go, Taiwan, country of Taiwan.
I'm just curious, like I've never been to Taiwan. I don't really know any Taiwanese people, but how do they feel about,
about him basically going, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
His apology was done in Mandarin, where he says, I'm sorry. I think we counted 4 times.
Well, no, he said it 3 times.
No, 4.
Or
4.
Maybe it is 4. Here, what he said was, I made a mistake. Now I have to say one thing, which is very, very, very important. I love and respect China and Chinese people. Now this is what Cena.
No, I'll count it.
This is what Cena's saying, not me.
Keep going.
I'm very sorry for my mistakes. Sorry. I'm really sorry.
What's
okay.
That?
Yeah,
What's
it's
that?
4.
Faux.
It's 4.
Faux.
You have to you have to understand that I love and respect China and Chinese people.
He literally went full, and he does this in Mandarin. He goes full, please forgive me. And by the way, here's what's funny. Just like with those extremely aggressive trolls, we'll call them trolls. We won't name any particular groups, but certain groups that like to make people apologize, they said it wasn't good enough because they never accept the apology. China doesn't accept apology. Plus, me and Zeno read a lot of different manga and web novels. I don't think enough about China to know that, to know something that I've seemed to have noticed about China. They don't respect a coward or a sellout. They really don't. So while he thinks his apology is going to work, they're actually going to be going, you're a coward. They don't respect you for that. That's one thing I got to get them. They don't respect a bitch.
But I mean, here's my thing, man. American releases in China have been being hit left and right as far as reviews and ratings go. China released their own film recently that that made more than any of the U.S. films. They taunted that, you know, they held that up. I mean, obviously,
they literally fucking with their dumb asses.
They really, you know, as an American film, trying to win over the Chinese audience is maybe not really where we should be heading. I mean, just make a film. Make a film. If it goes
those
over
are the
well,
ones that do well.
Yeah.
The ones where they don't try to pander to China are more likely to be watched because they respect more you actually having a pair of balls than anything else. Like, they don't respect they know when you're trying to get their money. And then they're not going to give it to you. And then they're going to humiliate you like this. Because now the movie didn't do well. It's not going to pick back up. They literally said your apology wasn't good enough. And now he's got the red mouth. As you can see, he got the red mouth and nothing to show for it. But nut. That's all he got. He ain't get nothing. Like, you know, I mean, it's just, I mean, if he hadn't said anything, he'd be exactly where he is now, minus the humiliation.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. None of the apologies have worked. Like,
and God forbid if he said, I'm not apologizing, the movie might do better in America. But you know what? F9's not going to do good here now. And what's worse is because it's over there, it hasn't even hit here, so they have made none of their American dollars. And now when it comes here, it's not going to make a lot of American dollars. Because the same people who like F9 kind of are the same kind of, you know, NASCAR, kind of that kind of crowd is going to be like, well, you's a bitch now. We don't see you as a tough guy.
I think it lost a lot of that audience in the last few Fast and the Furious, is because they've sort of punked out on Fast and Furious anyway.
They did? Huh.
It's not the series.
I remember watching them. But when you're trying to sell action stars, manly, tough action stars, driving fast cars, and then you go full bitch, I'm not impressed with them anymore. I'm like, all right, well, the one thing that was good about the movie, I'm already going like, I don't see him as a tough guy because he got too scared. I mean, geez, he could at least gave a mild apology and said, hey, man, I didn't mean any insult by it. But it's like,
in English.
Sorry, sorry. Very, very, very sorry.
I will say, I mean, it was just... And I don't even know if he might not even know what he was saying.
No, he actually speaks very good Mandarin.
Oh, does he?
He learned it. He was planning this. That also kind of showed that he had been planning for a while. He went and learned, which is difficult. I am impressed. Let me say this. Mandarin's a hard language to learn. But the fact that you've been spending years learning Mandarin for your movie career, this is not a sudden thing. He's been planning on getting that China dollar for a while. But he's screwed now. One mistake and he's done. They will never let him be successful in China now because, one, he screwed up. Two, he bitched out after the screw up. So now they're just like, he's not worth their time. Like, he's done. So good job. You're done in China and you might be done in America. Hope it was worth it.
I don't think he'll be done. I don't think, honestly, I mean, other than
it made like the news, man, like all the news stations. It reached more people than usual. It's been on like all the news. Okay. It's been on Fox and it's been on both sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was on both channels. They covered it everywhere.
Slow news week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it really
but unfortunately,
has been a slow news week.
That's what you can do when you have a reputation, but nobody trusts Disney. Did Disney tell you something, you're going to immediately go, let me go check that. Like, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say them in particular. Large corporations that have not fostered a trustworthy reputation, you don't immediately believe what they say. They don't have your trust. You doubt them, you double check them. When a movie comes out from these big companies, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you were going to be quick. Remember, I just wanted to remind you.
Yeah, I'm done.